Hello everybody! Today in this video we will be looking at the fourth episode of What If Civilization Started Over. I'm Silver Maps, or Silver, and let's get into this video. First things first, we will actually go over to this Azerbaijan country because they will be expanding. They will expand something like that. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, they'll expand like that. And this Lime team, since they were kind of trying to get to the Caspian Sea when they explored land here and found out that there was actually a country here, they got really mad and they've basically made the dark blue Azerbaijan team like their rival, and so they will actually start a war up here, and it'll go pretty successful at first, but the dark blue Azerbaijan team has a lot more resources than the Caspian team somehow, even though that doesn't really make sense. They have a longer coastline, I guess, but also they're winning because they have plot armor. Huh? I didn't say anything, it must have been the wind. But, so, they will go ahead and follow down this lake, and then they'll be like, what if we just follow this lake back? And when they do that, they'll be like, oh, wait, no, those guys are trapped in our army. We should call that encirclement. And so they will kill those troops, and it's going pretty well, and it will continue going pretty well because the Azerbaijan team will make a really big push, but the blue team will actually start aiding the lime team in this war, allowing for a pushback like this. But the dark blue Azerbaijan team is just like, okay, but we're gonna do the same thing we've already done to you. And since they pushed them back into that area, it was pretty good for them because, as well, they're also doing insanely good because the red team joined the war on their side, and they will make an entire frontline push. And the lime team will continue to make pushbacks, trying to stop the dark blue team from getting to the blue team and invading them as well. So when the blue team's forces get back here, they will push back some troops in the south and all the troops in the north, and they'll actually start invading in the north, taking the entire coast of the Black Sea. But hearing news that the capital city's under threat, these red team troops will retreat, but their capital will be taken before they can do that, and they will take back their major city, but now they're encircled and the Cypriots want independence. It's simply because they got disconnected from them, but anyways, this was a good enough distraction for the blue Azerbaijanis. And that's also because now they're able to go up, take the capital, and basically just sweep through. Something like that. And then all teams will be occupied. So let's go back and see what that will look like. The peace treaty will look like. So before I even get to the peace treaty, it's pretty obvious that the Cypriots will keep their now independence. So they are the newest country. And, and now that we're back at before the war, we will see the peace treaty in which the Blue Azerbaijan team will take a large amount of land away. That much land, to be precise. And since they now connect up to the Black Sea, they will put 3 more major cities down just in case. The red team's part of this peace treaty will be that they will get these lands, and also that the Cypriots will actually get a capital, and they are going to kind of, I guess, cut off these guys from going south, but that will also cut off the others. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Okay, they will also cut off the others, like the Egyptians, from going more north. But yeah, that doesn't really matter because the Egyptians will expand more down both sides of the Red Sea. They'll get to here on both sides, and then they'll go down the Nile River, and then they will expand into a lot of this newly gained, newly explored land, not newly gained. And they'll also expand along most of their new coast. Something like that. And honestly, I sense that there's gonna be another war. If you thought the purple team versus the yellow team, well, you'd be correct. Because that's exactly what happens. The purple team has always hated the yellow team. And I don't know why. They rebelled away when they got a little too big. But the yellow team already knew something like this would happen. So they're gonna keep those guys to that land while they will go ahead and push over on these sides, which the purple team will kick them out of those areas, but in turn they will take back those lands and those lands. Meanwhile, the purple team will actually kick those guys all the way out, and they will kind of encircle some troops, And now they will go ahead and basically just kick them back to this land, in which the red team will say, here, let me go occupy you, so they can't take more land. And they'll be like, alright, sure. Or sure, alright. I don't know. Let me make it that color. And so the red team will continue invading over here. And that will make Crete call for independence. Yeah, a lot of things like that. I'm pretty sure like every country by now has either popped up like the red team, been created by explorers, rebelled away, and yeah, that's it. So the red team will go ahead and steal away those places and also do that. And so the peace treaty of this will be Crete gets their independence, the purple team gets these lands. They don't want that major city. They feel like that'd be greedy. And then they'll give that to the yellow team. Not all of that, because I don't really like how that border looks. Just looks bad, in a way. Straight lines. Whatever, that's better. So, besides this part, whoa. So, that's how they'll look. And we're gonna do, I think, maybe a few more events. You'll see. So that will be where Crete's capital is. Rome will go ahead and explore into Corsica and Sardinia. They'll also find Malta, which they will take. And then they'll take Corsica, Sardinia, and that island. Sorry, I don't know the name of it. And then they'll explore into those lands and take that. So, since they don't want to be unstable, they will have to make 4 new major cities, all in different areas. 1 more on the Adriatic Sea, 1 on Corsica, 1 on Sardinia, 1 on the Mediterranean side of the boot of Italy. Of Italy. So, before we end off this video, we will see an expansion by the Greeks into something like that. Meanwhile, these guys will go ahead and explore more up here. Not a lot, just that. And they will actually get another rebellion. Reason for this rebellion is gonna be that they just want to be their own independent country. And I'm gonna make their color a little darker. Yeah, I like that more. And so they will rebel for these lands. And does that look too much? Yeah, that's too similar. What if no, that's too bright. I'll make it. There's so much green, bro. I'll make it this or no, bro. Why can't I find a color? Let's see. This color. No. Fine. They will be the brown team. Yeah, that's right. The brown team. So their lands will look something like that. In which they will need more major cities because they're a pretty big nation. And they will actually have their capital on the other side of Constantinople or Istanbul. And yeah. Before I end off this video, I will give these guys some more major cities in those two spots. So, I hope you have a good day, and if you liked this video, drop a like, maybe subscribe, only if you want to, and see you next time. Have a good day. Goodbye.